Hej, witam na 24 odcinku Assassin's Creed Odyssey na PS5. Jesteśmy w trakcie misji wyzwolenie. Mamy zniszczyć statki. Wracamy na Adrestię, która już tutaj... O Boże, bo oczywiście... Oczywiście idiotyzm tej gry, czyli... Jestem w zastrzeżonym miejscu. I co to zmienia, jak jestem 2 cm dalej? Przynajmniej zrobię zapis.
Commander on board!
More speed! Keep up the speed!
We are pulling up to that sounding!
Archers to the front! Forward! Everyone brace yourselves!
Hold until we're ready!
Shoot!
Watch them, Commander! They are heading this way!
I abordaż zrobimy.
Sound my lead!
Nie wiem, czy to było potrzebne. Ale już trudno. Mam je zniszczyć, ale dobra. A, szkoda, że nie wyleciał za burtę. Jaki wytrzymały. Dobra, denerwuje mnie. Nareszcie. Tutaj nawet nie ma żadnego ładunku. To bez sensu to było.
Boston!
A gdzie następny? To wszystko. To ten abordaż był niepotrzebny, no. To tylko jeden statek.
The Commander's left the helm!
I teraz mam 100 kilometrów.
Perfectly good spears already. And I shall believe you
I
because
co powiesz teraz?
You've done Athens a great service. On my return, I will make sure to acknowledge it.
Well, you did mention payment.
More than that, you will have earned the favor of some powerful people when they hear of what you've done.
To mogłoby się
I
przydać.
hear it's useful to have powerful friends.
The way the world is now, you need them more than ever.
What do you mean?
I've said enough, and my ship awaits. Thank you again, Misthios. I hope we'll meet again.
Ciekawe. I wróć do Kleona. Znowu go nie widzę. Tutaj. Se Kleon tutaj. Grucha.
You took far longer than I expected.
There were complications.
In what way?
Your messenger was dead by the time I arrived, but I was able to free the captain, and the ship sailed. So, I still did the job.
Ah, poor Yerimos. But I should be thankful for your initiative.
You don't seem very concerned about poor Yerimos.
Every struggle has its sacrifice. Yerimos played his part well.
What's in Mytilene that's so important?
People. We need as many allies as we can gather.
This was more than I bargained for.
You'll be amply compensated. You have done me and the people a huge service. One day you will see your part in this great work.
The bravest they'll fight to the grave.
Wykonane zadanie.
The bravest they'll fight.
Pani ładnie śpiewa. I teraz zadania. No i nie mamy tu nic więcej oprócz zadania głównego. Do włóczni brakuje nam jeszcze elementów. Czyli teraz idziemy na Sympozjon Peryklesa. To będzie bardzo ciekawe. Czy tam da się bliżej jakoś? Stąd, tak.
Did I tell you I'm thinking of leaving? This life just isn't for me. I just need enough drachmae to buy a ship, and then I can get out of it.
We'll be watching you, Misthios.
At least give them a welcome first.
Fine. Pericles welcomes you to his symposium.
Rezydencja Peryklesa. Ładnie.
Alexios, it's you!
Phoebe!
You said you weren't coming back to Kefalonia, so I decided to leave too.
I said I wouldn't be coming back, but I don't remember saying you should leave.
Well, here I am.
How did you even get here, Phoebe?
Well, I did make some drachmae working for Marcos.
So you paid someone to bring you to Athens?
Not exactly.
Phoebe...
I needed a drachmae for when I arrived. I couldn't use it all to leave, and I didn't want to wait any longer. So I sneaked on a ship. Don't worry, nobody saw.
I just can't believe you made it.
I don't remember much of Athens from when I was a baby. But every once in a while, something feels familiar. It's nice.
I can't believe you're here.
Me either. I can't believe we both made it to Athens. It's so much different from Kefalonia.
But what are you doing here?
I'm here to get you ready. I have to make sure you leave all your weapons and change into these clothes.
So, you somehow work here? For Pericles?
No, for Aspasia.
How is it you're working for Aspasia?
Well, I did get into a little bit of trouble after I got to Athens. I may have been a leader of a small group of orphans that tried to cheat Aspasia. We didn't know it was her, though.
And you convinced her to hire you?
No, she asked me on her own.
That was lucky. I don't understand why I have to change.
It's just what you do here. I felt weird at first, but you forget about it pretty fast.
And my weapons?
Don't worry, I'll take care of them. We don't want to scare people in there.
Well... I think I'm ready to go in.
You can't! Not like that, anyway. The Athenians like it best when you try to fit in. But don't worry, I have just the outfit for you.
I'll get changed. Promise you'll take care of my things.
Yep. Leave your weapons in the corner, and I'll come back when you're done.
I feel uncomfortable in this.
Now you look like everyone else.
You say that like it's a good thing.
It is. If you want them to take you seriously, this is the easiest way. Trust me.
Is that everything?
You're all ready to go in. Don't worry. You've done scarier things than this.
I'm struggling to think of any right now. Are you sure I can't keep just one weapon with me?
No weapons. Now hurry and go in. Oh, and don't leave without saying bye.
Gdy gramy Kassandrą, to dostaje taką piękną, czerwoną suknię. A my tutaj mamy niebieską sukienkę. Dobrze. O, Herodotos na nas czeka. A w ogóle to tu poznamy kolejną moją ulubioną postać w tej grze. Już niedługo.
Here, Alexios. The mighty mercenary and traveler has finally made his grand entrance. Only slightly late, too.
Herodotos. Athenians have no problem letting me know when I'm not welcome. It's a relief to see your friendly face.
Don't let the company here tonight intimidate you.
I won't.
Pericles is no king. He needs these guests to love him so that the people love him. And they, in turn, need Pericles. You're no different from any of them.
Do you really think these people will help me?
They will if you get them to trust you. And you've wisely dressed for the occasion. Appearing trustworthy is the most important part of being trusted, after all. Now then, come, let me introduce you to everyone. They may not look it, but this group holds the way to the future on the tip of their opinionated tongues. Ah, Sophocles and Euripides, for example. Two of the most celebrated playwrights to date. No one can throw stones as far as they can. They appear to be locked in some kind of intellectual struggle, as is their way.
He's a writer of comedies, of all things. Comedies, Euripides.
It looks more like a lover's quarrel to me.
Hermippos has also written his fair share of comedies. You should drink more. Lately, his attitudes have garnered him more notice than his works. However, the fellow beside him, Protagoras, is a sophist worthy of as much praise as the great Socrates himself.
Socrates.
Inviting Socrates seems like a good way to ruin everyone's night. I'm surprised they would let him in the door.
Oh, don't let Socrates get under your skin. At least he wore shoes for the occasion. And the poor thing gesticulating like an ape is Thrasymachos. If you listen closely, you'll notice he and Socrates are actually arguing the same points. But the wind from his wild gestures deafens him to critique.
That isn't at all what I mean.
Where is Pericles?
Oh, he never attends his own parties. Which reminds me, there's something I need to get his help with.
Vile Socrates.
O, jest.
Always
Alcibiades.
appearing where I least expect him. Warrior, protect me from his amorous gaze. Oh, Alcibiades, this is not a time for jealousy, but for love.
Uwielbiam Alcibiadesa, który mi się jakoś kojarzy z Astarionem z Baldur's Gate.
Let's not use Alcibiades as an example. Be
Alcibiades.
good and don't drink too much. So, tell me, what does a Mistios like you think of a party like this?
This is going to be a long night. Parties should be about vomiting up blood, not vomiting up poetry. These people are so clean.
If these guests aren't to your own unique tastes, then just focus on why you came here in the first place.
Thank you, Herodotus.
Now, if you'll excuse me, Pericles is here somewhere and I need to prepare him. If he's alone, I'll tell him what your sister said.
Nie zostawiaj mnie tu.
You're leaving me alone with these people?
You'll do fine without me, I promise. Just relax, talk to the others, and focus on finding your mother.
I tu będzie cudownie. I teraz, żeby mi się udało wszystkie rozmowy przeprowadzić. Gdzie jest mój ulubiony Euripides?
A new face in Peryklesa' abode. Ha! That in itself is a remarkable thing. You must have seen me doing my impression of Cleon. I call it the orange ape. Tell me, what does it think?
Did you just call me it? Watch your mouth, Athenian.
It speaks, and so feisty too. Sometimes I wonder if I'm doomed to be the only young and beautiful thing here. So, what do they call you?
Alexios.
I wouldn't peg you as an Alexios, but never mind. I'm Aristophanes, and this man is Euripides. Oh, go on. Introduce yourself.
I'm Euripides.
For a playwright, you're not much for words.
Good men lead quiet lives, as old Euripides likes to say. Don't you, Euripides? Now, if you'll excuse us, I was just about to dazzle this old dog with my impression of Pericles. I call it the wooden board.
The man is your host.
Under every stone hides a politician, I always say. And Pericles is no different.
A ja uwielbiam, jak Euripides mówi Euripides z takim spokojem. A jeszcze?
It's come back for more. Care to see my impression of Protagoras? I call it the flapping bladder.
I'm sure he wouldn't.
Well, if you'll excuse us, I'm working on my impression of you. I call it the pretty monkey.
Dalej?
Care for another impression? My favorite is Sophocles.
That one isn't funny.
Well, if you'll excuse us, I'm working on my impression of you. I call it the pretty monkey.
Dobra, to wszystko. Więcej nic nie wyciągniemy z nich. Z kim tu jeszcze pogadamy?
Of course, I only use the terms war or God or civility in the context of what can be observed. So I can observe soldiers fighting, but
Does that bring me any closer to understanding war?
I haven't seen you around before, citizen. Perhaps you'd like to spare me conversing with this man of nonsense?
Sure, we can talk. What about?
Before Protagoras changed the subject, we were talking about the next great leader of Athens, Cleon.
I saw Cleon talk at picnics. Even for a politician, he's scum.
Bah, you sound like every other blowhard in this place. Cleon is a champion of the people, and he's ready to tear down Pericles' elitism.
I take it you and Pericles aren't friends.
Hardly. Hermipos led the charge to have Aspasia ostracized and to see Pericles stripped of power. Not that it worked.
Yet, Pericles is the past. He's more worried about losing a few precious statues than he is fighting and winning the war. Cleon will rule this city and return it to greatness. Mark my words.
I'm looking for clues to help me find a woman. She was Spartan.
Looking and finding are quite different things, wouldn't you say? I could observe a priest offering sacrifice to the gods, but does that mean, in so doing, that I have myself found God? Or...
Oh, forget it. If you're an ally of Cleon, why would Pericles invite you?
You're not from Athens, outsider. Here, we keep our enemies closest of all.
Why isn't Aspasia here?
Can you be certain she isn't? To observe her presence is still no guarantee that she is here.
In my opinion, it's just like her to cower in the shadows while we stand out here in the light.
This has been useless. Here.
Dobra, pogadaliśmy z nimi, idziemy teraz dalej. Dobra, tam za chwilę pójdziemy. To będzie ciekawe.
I suppose you've come in here to mock me for my fight with Euripides.
Euripides.
I've seen lots of fights. That wasn't one.
I really made a fool of myself this time, didn't I? Confess, Euripides and I hold a bond deeper than brotherhood. Why he slams it with a banal young plaything, Aristophanes, I will never know.
I'll get the wine.
Wonderful. Now, if you want some friendly advice, Aristophanes cannot stand sweet wine. I've seen what it can do to him. Absolutely, horrifyingly delightful.
It wouldn't be a party without someone losing their stomach. I'll let you know if your plan worked.
A więc koniecznie Słodkie wino. A ty nam coś powiesz?
Save for that arrogant playwright. I don't see many distinguished guests in here. Can I help you with something?
I'm here for your sweet wine.
Yes, take it. But get out of my kitchen. I'm very busy, you know.
I tu muszę powiedzieć, że Cassandra wypada lepiej w tej roli. Ona tak się patrzy, jak nalewa to wino, że mózg staje w poprzek. No Alexius aż tak zabawny nie jest, ale sytuacja jest zabawna. No to jedziemy z koksem.
Care for another impression? My favorite is Sophocles.
That one isn't funny.
When I need to relax, I start to fight. For you, though.
Quickly, bring him some wine so that he might say something clever.
After my argument with Sophocles, I think I'd rather keep my head clear.
I'm only here because I'm searching for someone.
And yet it gave us the distinct impression it was here to fill our wine. Let's focus on that first, shall we?
You and Aristophanes could both use a drink. Let's play a game.
A competition?
Ah, wonderful idea. Every Pidis seems quiet, but he never turns down a challenge.
Well, if you brought us some wine, I wouldn't be opposed to showing this young one how we Argives drink.
Why don't you just apologize to Sophocles?
It's he who should apologize to you.
Sophocles is a friend, and one good friend is worth an entire family. He just needs time to recover from his outburst.
Pericles has invited all of you here for some reason.
Either we dine here and praise Pericles, or we dine with Cleon. But Cleon has all the charm of a typical politician. A horrible voice, bad breeding, and vulgar manners.
Let's conjure Dionysos, shall we?
W tym momencie Cassandra się tak patrzy spod byka. No.
This is pure swill.
Amateur. In my day, this would be considered nectar of the gods. Another round!
No jeszcze po jednym.
Ready for more?
Yeah, I can hardly stomach this pig's piss.
I could outdrink both of you with one hand. Let's have some more!
No jeszcze jedna kolejka.
You ready for another?
This wine is terrible.
You, I like you. Who brought you here?
I brought myself. I'm on the trail of a woman who fled Sparta a long time ago.
Fled? Why?
She lost 2 children. She had no choice.
She fled to heal a broken heart. Every Pidis, write her into a play.
I've heard Spartan mothers go to a sanctuary in Argolis to beg Asclepios for his divine pity. I should know, it's my home.
After what she went through, I'm not sure she would trust priests.
Oh, then she sought my friend, Hippocrates. He's a physician, best of the best. He still keeps his office in Argos. If she went to him for help, there's no doubt he'd have given it.
I love getting drunk and singing. Come back if you want to sing with me.
I'll think about it. Hippocrates in
Koniecznie.
Argos. Here I come.
O nie, 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 nie. To nie koniec, ale jeszcze przyjdziemy pośpiewać z nimi. Chyba się to uda. Teraz idziemy do mojego ulubieńca. Coś pięknego. I ta sytuacja jest właśnie zabawniejsza, jeśli gramy Alexiasem.
Someone's being hurt. Open this door, or I'll kick it in!
Don't mind her. She likes to watch. Look at you. Such authority. Such aggression. I can see why Pericles has taken such an interest in you. Did you come to join us?
It sounded like someone was in pain.
Well, it can sometimes be hard to distinguish between sounds of pleasure and pain. Had I known you were going to knock, I would have left my door wide open for you.
I only came to this symposium to find someone.
Sounds like we can help each other then, doesn't it? You fetch us a bit of oil, I help you find who you're looking for. Maybe they're in here.
She's not in there.
I think I'll check all the same.
After your display earlier, it's probably safer I get the oil.
Obedient, too. I knew I liked you. Don't take too long. If you don't get the oil soon, all our fun will end.
To idziemy do kuchni po oliwę. Gdzie była ta kuchnia? Tam. Dobra. Mamy oliwę. Tu jeszcze musimy do Sofoklesa za chwilę wrócić i jeszcze z nimi pośpiewać. Czy mi się uda to wszystko, ale wracamy z oliwą.
Just can't stay away, can you? Did you bring the oil?
You've grown up in Pericles' home, and yet you're so different.
No one is like Pericles, and he's only slightly more serious than usual, too. Athens is under siege, and he worries for her future. Which is why tonight is a fine time to celebrate what may be our last taste of freedom.
When you walked in, you seemed like you and Socrates were...
How I wish you were right. One day we will have that man in here with us. I promise you that.
I come bearing gifts.
We're saved! Today, these women grieved for their sons, and these men worked the wall. But tonight, we forget all of that. Let's have some fun! What do you say? Care to join us?
No.
Now it's time for you to help me, Ali. I'm looking for
Ali.
someone.
All business right until the end. I like that.
Focus. I'm looking for a woman who fled Sparta a long, long time ago.
Fled Sparta? No one flees Sparta. But let's pretend she did. If she were stupid, she'd be dead. If she were smart, she'd do what Aspasia did. She'd earn her independence. The smartest and most resourceful women I've ever met have been in Corinthia.
Prostitutes? This is serious.
They don't like being called that, and for good reason. They offer so much more than their bodies.
Such as...
These women are companions, counselors, confidants. Powerful men come to the Etera asking for advice and value their words more than those of their closest friends and advisors. Ali! Come back inside! Ooh, the celebration continues. When you reach Corinth, find Anthusa. No one goes in or out of the city without her knowing. Until we meet again, warrior.
Anthusa in Corinth. It's not much, but it's a start.
Ale to jeszcze nie koniec. Idziemy na śpiewanie. O! 25 poziom. Dobra, a ja sobie zapiszę. Nie mogę. Dobra. Muszę zapisać sobie.
And so it isn't the rich and powerful, but the gods who are the source of justice?
What? No! Have you been listening to nothing I say?
Dobrze, tutaj z wami.
Dionysus, there you are. Everyone else here is boring. Let's play a singing game. You like to sing? You like to sing.
What did you have in mind?
One of us will sing, then the other, and then back again. We'll take turns making verses, and whoever makes the best is the winner.
Let's do this.
I want to play too, but who should start?
Euripides should start. It was his idea.
Fine, fine, but let's do a good one. A battle song?
Is there any other kind?
At the flick of a limb comes Aspasia's whim, and Pericles' walls aim to contain us all within.
What Spartan families lose, they lose for duty. When Spartan fathers refuse, they refuse beauty.
But the dangerous part are the Athenian tarts who go for the meat when they should go for their heart.
Oh, so bring your merchants and bring their butlers. If they be sons, they bring their fathers. This is war, war, war.
Bring your murderers to the crimson quiver. Bring the helots if they be spillers. It is war, war, war.
Alexios?
Without our fathers and mothers, we rose straight to Hades or the belly of Delos. We are alone, and so we row. For a short life we row, row, row.
The stupid sweepers, the genius teachers, all just meats and juice and liver.
So grab your spears and grab your daggers, plunge them deep in. Heroes they'll make us. This is war, war, war. This is war, war, war.
War, war, war.
War, war, war.
Enough, enough. You're a great singer.
The best. You should act in my plays.
Here, take this to remember the occasion. This party has turned out much better than I ever could have expected.
Już świetnie. Ale mamy jeszcze tutaj Sofoklesa.
How's Euripides? Drunk, I hope.
Tak, nawet śpiewa.
You can stop hiding in here. Euripides won't notice you coming out. He won't notice anything.
Hiding? Heed this. War has come to Athens. First they take our homes, then they take our heads. I intend to be found with at least my dignity intact. Or what's left of it anyway. If you see Pericles, tell him I said thank you for another colorful evening.
A teraz z Sokratesem. A z Sokratesem znowu będzie ciekawa rozmowa. A tam już Aspasia się pojawiła. Dobra, Sokrates.
Being so new to Athens and gaining access to this symposium is no small feat. Though you said there are things you wouldn't do, you gained Peryklesa' trust so quickly?
I've made my choice.
You really intend to use this young destruction to avoid the point being argued?
You've been arguing a single point all night and no one has a black eye? You have my attention.
We're discussing the nature of rulers. Where better to do so than here? I'll ask you the same question I asked Thrasimachos. Would you agree that the act of ruling is an art?
It is an art, as all worthy undertakings are. That is not up for argument.
Yet, medicine is for the betterment of the patient and not the physician. Carpentry improves the building, not the builder. Then, is the art of ruling not for the betterment of the ruled rather than the ruler?
Don't be absurd!
I've seen enough of the world to know that there are no just rulers. Even Pericles is self-serving.
Is a Spartan general who brings order to his troops, thereby saving his own life, self-serving? I'm not sure that's the case.
Ruling a city and fighting in battle are different things.
By practicing the art of war, doesn't the general guarantee some of his troops a ferry ride to Hades, when a swift retreat would save all their lives?
You just said a general isn't self-serving when he brings order to his troops. Then you said he is self-serving because retreating would save the lives of his men. What are you trying to say?
I never tried to say anything.
But you just said those things.
I said the words, but I didn't say anything at all. I only attempted to gain your view on the matter.
You're wasting your time. Aspasia.
I couldn't help but notice your talent for debate. Well done.
Socrates is an interesting character.
Ah, Phoebe. Pericles has retired to the balcony already, has he? His ability to sneak off and sulk is second to none.
I can go get him, and Alexios can help. Everyone listens when he talks.
That'll be fine. Run along. Alexios will be right behind you. Now, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Aspasia. I had to go to great lengths to cover up your work in Megaris.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, now. To convince someone in this house, even your eyes must tell a lie.
Fine, it was me. But my actions were personal, not political.
We do what we must to survive, and there's no shame in that. It's how you got here, how I got here. The clothes, they fit you well, I trust.
I'd be more comfortable in these clothes if I had a blade in my hand.
You never really get used to them. It seems we have the attention of the entire room without a single eye being fixed on us. If you'd like to talk, do it now, and do it discreetly.
I'm searching for a woman who fled Sparta with her child years ago. I was hoping you might help.
What clues do you have to her whereabouts?
A physician named Hippocrates may have seen her in Argos.
He's a good man. If you find a woman named Agathi there, do let her know Aspasia sends her regards. What else?
Alcibiades gave me the name of a woman in Corinth.
I'm sure he did. My dear friend, Anthusa, is the only one I know who's enjoyed a life in Corinth through legitimate means. Mostly legitimate, anyway.
That's all I have.
There is another option. In a former life, when I needed something done or someone found, I contacted a friend. An admiral of a sort.
What's his name?
Her name is Xenia. When we last spoke, she was in chaos. A word of caution. When you go to her, be on your guard. Sea life makes a monster out of most people.
Thank you, Aspasia.
When you're done, return here. Together, we will find who you're looking for. Now do me a favor and get Pericles to come down here and greet his guests.
Teraz mamy do Peryklesa iść. Ale teraz którędy? Tu nie jest łatwo znaleźć te schody. No właśnie. Nie da się tu nic ukraść. Ja nigdy nie wiem, jak tam iść.
Och!
Nie. No, tu są te schody.
Alexios!
I didn't send for you. No matter how you've dressed for my party, Phoebe shouldn't have let you in.
Aspasia told me to come find you. She wants you to come down to the party.
She says I don't interact with our guests enough. But these parties aren't for me. Technically, you're a guest. If you join Herodotus and me, that should be enough for her, don't you think?
You really don't want to go downstairs, do you?
When your days are spent speaking in front of crowds, you begin to crave these moments of silence.
Or as silent as I let it be, at least.
Phidias was awaiting trial, but you had me get him out of Athens. I figured you, of all people, would want to follow the law.
Phidias is a very dear friend. I didn't want to risk him being found guilty. And of course, there were other threats.
So you knew?
I know he's delusional, but one day when you have a friend you'd do anything for, you'll understand.
I don't understand why you had Anaxagoras ostracized. Socrates said he was your friend.
I won't risk the lives of those close to me if there's something I can do about it.
So you did this to protect him?
Anaxagoras understood my fears. 10 years may be a long time, but at least he'll be safe.
Why send Metiochos to the fishing district if it's dangerous?
I would never have sent him into danger willingly.
It seems you have many loyal friends.
My people are important to me.
Your life is in danger.
Yes, Herodotus was saying. This cult doesn't worry me. I have my life threatened by far worse people every day. My true concern is Athens. I fear for her future.
The Spartans aren't your real concern, Pericles. The cult is coming, and they're bringing their strongest weapon.
Listen to him, Pericles.
The Spartans are immediate. A cult's threat is ambiguous.
I'm related to one of the cult members, and I believe her when she says they're coming after you.
Sound counsel to consider. I'll be sure to let my men know, regardless.
Aspasia sent me to see what's taking you so long.
Tell Aspasia I'll be right there. I suppose this is where our conversation ends. Thank you again for helping me. I hope my guests are able to help you in your search.
Time will tell.
I koniec imprezy. Teraz trzeba opuścić sympozjon. Ja mogę z nią pogadać jeszcze.
I'll help you however I can during your travels.
You look tired.
Only of conversation. I think that's the most talking I've ever done.
See? You didn't need the weapon after all. Are you leaving?
I've had enough Athenian hospitality to last me a lifetime.
You get used to it. It's nice. What are you going to do now?
I co najpierw zrobimy? Argolida.
There is a physician in Argolis that may be able to help me.
You're sick? You've never been sick.
No, I'm fine. I just need to talk to him.
Okay, good. It would be weird if you were sick.
Trafi, światłe umysły.
Not going to beg to come along this time?
Nope. I'm happy here. And this isn't Kefalonia. That means you'll be back.
That's very true.
Plus, I really like working for Aspasia. She says she has a mission for me.
I'll see you soon, Phoebe.
Bye, Alexios!
Mamy trop dotyczący kosmity. Bo tutaj miałam podpowiedź od widza, bo nie umiem wypowiedzieć słowa czciciel, a więc żeby się nie męczyć i nie tutaj łamać języka, będę mówić kosmici. Także mam trop od kosmity. O, tutaj. Tu jest trop. Nieodkryty czciciel. Kosmita. Polemarcha fortecy w Attyce zna kosmitę. Znajdź go lub kontynuuj swoją Odyseję. Fortecy w Attyce. No to ciekawe. Dobrze, ale w tym miejscu się pożegnamy. Dzięki za oglądanie. Trzymajcie się i do następnego razu. Na razie, pa!